refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member.
Hi folks, glad to have you with us here. You're watching the East quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. We're excited to bring it to you. In this game, we'll see the Boston Celtics going up against the Indiana Pacers. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. yr4 with us on the sidelines. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for him.
And during the last 5 games, he's been a force on the boards, really throwing his body at rebounds and trying to grab as many as he can. And that kind of effort has been noticed by his coaches and teammates.
So a look at the starters for the Pacers. And for Boston, at the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Then it's Jeremy Sohan. Then there's Tyus Jones. And it's D in at the shooting guard position. And one of these teams tonight will be moving on to the NBA Cup semifinals on the Eastern Conference side. The other will be out.
And we've been looking forward to this for a while. It's when we get to see how much fun this tournament is. It's do or die time, and there are no second chances in the NBA Cup.
Now here's Brown. Oh, got that one up quick.
Brown has a nice shot repertoire. Clearly the mid-range doesn't give him much trouble.
Nembhard outside. Pass to Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You know, even when you get physical with Siakam, he can still overpower you because he's versatile and he doesn't mind the contact. He's a difficult cover.
Now here's Jones. Coming in off a 14-point game last time out. Out of bounds, it'll be Indiana's ball. And the power rankings look more concrete every day. Plenty of games behind us here in December. Taking a look at the Pelicans, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Seeing where Boston is, they're sitting tight in the number 3 spot, one of the league's elite teams. Every right to be confident no matter who they face.
The trap by Nembhard laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
I love whenever Nembhard goes into attack mode, slicing to the rim assertively there.
Outside Jones, fires the 3. The rebound by Nembhard. Now the Pacers with it. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
It's just so difficult to win when you waste as many chances at the line as they did.
Yeah, and you know, to come up short at the line is frustrating because that's controllable and it's actually a free throw. So you feel like you leave loose change out there when you don't convert.
D gets the bucket.
Really love how Brown distributes the ball, keeping his eyes moving at all times.
The Pacers have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Here's Brown. The Pacers making their last shot. And the jam by Brown.
We've come to expect plays like that from Brown. He won't waste any opportunity to throw it down.
Gives us a chance to catch up with yr4.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. I asked him if he's focused on a particular player in the opposing lineup, and Coach stressed the message he delivered to his team about Pascal Siakam. It was simple. Don't bite on his spin move. He doesn't want his guys falling for Siakam's tricks in the low post. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Tatum. A great score, averaging almost 26 a game. Inside, Sohan, and he dunks it down.
Just thunderous. Sohan making him feel it.
Indiana trailing here. Pass to Siakam. Now Nembhard. And the shot falls short that time.
Just their first miss of the night. They've been aggressive, and they've been proficient.
D can't get it to go. The Pacers have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Bridges finds Siakam. He takes it in, and he makes it on the layup. Siakam's got 6 points.
There you see the combination from Siakam of agility and strength to play through the defense.
Pass to D from downtown. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
The Celtics have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Left side Jones. Here's D. Really played well against Charlotte in his last game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Fancy ball handling by Nembhard right there. Little rush hour handles on display.
Tatum against Bridges. And finished off by Tatum.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And so it's Indiana with it, following the bucket by Boston. Nembhard for 3. They get it again. Tries again. And Indiana again with the bucket.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
Outside, Brown. There's the drive. Pass to Sohan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Sohan's got his second basket on the night. Pacers trail by 4. Now Bridges. Up top, Nembhard. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Heat in Miami.
And he was so disruptive at the defensive end. 4 steals on the night.
Here's Tatum following the bucket by the Pacers. Offensive rebound. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket. Sohan's got 6 points.
And look at Sohan staying connected to the play. So he's well positioned on the offensive glass.
Siakam, pass to Nembhard. Siakam in the post. He's against Sohan. Siakam, no good.
Not a lot you can say except fantastic job by the defense.
D can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 4. Defended by Jones. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Give Bridges a lot of credit there. I mean, these kinds of passes can really fortify team chemistry.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Both teams deciding to change it up. All right, let's take this opportunity to look at the teams that are really sharing the ball over the last month. Boston in second.
And over this last stretch, this team has been incredible passing the rock, playing great team basketball.
Boston's gone 2 of 5 from deep. It's Brown on the wing. Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. "55 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside White. Back to Hauser. Down low, D. And the layup falls. And that's now 10 points for D.
Leading the charge. What a huge quarter for him.
Simmons, the pass to Miles. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Boston making a switch here. Watson's checked in. Well, the Celtics shooting 55%. An ideal start so far. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to D. Shot clock at 6. Back to Watson. White for 3. Buries it from 3.
Boy, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
Simmons, the pass to Miles. There's Neesmith with the 3. Drains the triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
We've got Derek White, and it's Bona in at the 5. That's the Boston 5. Francis gets the bucket.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Pass to Miles. Siakam, left side. Here's Shepard. There's Neesmith with the 3. Drills it from deep. Neesmith's got 6.
Neesmith very efficient in the catch-and-shoot situations.
And White has got the ball here for the Celtics. They've been on a heater of late. 7 wins in a row.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
Here's Bona. Clock at 2. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. Let's have a look at the early favorites to compete in this year's three-point contest. Many of the top shooters in the league.
Most of these guys are going to collect a ton of votes. And if this is who makes the final cut, then it's going to be a year to remember.
He's currently up there in the voting at number 2. So clearly no one is sleeping on his abilities as a lights-out three-point shooter.
Yeah, it's his long-range shooting that puts him on another level. Definitely a guy who belongs in this contest.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now. But this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, D in their last time out against the Hornets was outstanding. He picked up 38 points, and he made a lot of shrewd decisions with the ball, which led to a hefty assist total for him. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Yeah, spot on, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
Yeah, he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Boston.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
And Neesmith gets it to go.
Looking for an answer 3? Neesmith is your guy. This dude is a competitor.
Jones, the pass to D. White on the wing. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Pass to Jones. Here's D. The kick out to White. Three-pointer. Miles with a rebound. For Indiana, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Outside Simmons. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Siakam. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. And that's now 8 points for Pascal Siakam. Boston trailing. Pass to D. From deep. Indiana with a rebound. Last time they met was in Indianapolis.
And last time against this team, they struggled with foul trouble. It led to an ugly loss.
The foul trouble was a big chunk of it. I mean, it's hard to mount a comeback when all your key guys, your main players, are watching from the bench.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pacers.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
Brown, he's checked in for Boston. That free throw, no good. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Clark, there was no denying the talent of Ben Simmons, especially early in his career.
Yeah, well, even before he started in the college game, everybody knew he had it, the package of potential stardom. He won 3 high school state championships in Florida and was just beginning his journey, and it didn't quite elevate to the level we anticipated.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Yeah, he just couldn't get out of his own way there. I like the aggressiveness, but that's his second foul.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Neesmith, he's checked in for Indiana. Now here's Siakam. He's coming off a 13-point game against Miami. For 3, Bridges. And it's Bona with a rebound. Boston has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Tatum passes to Jones. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's D. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Boston shooting their first free throw of the night here.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Indiana has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. They set the pick. 3-pointer, Bridges. And it's Bona with a rebound. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Tatum. Here's D. Gets the 3 to fall. D's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Jason Tatum scores, but also creates for his teammates a sign of his continuing growth as a player.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Celtics. They lead by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
50.
And we welcome you to halftime as the Boston Celtics are getting everything they can handle so far.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the fans are on the edge of their seats. They're getting their money's worth, Ernie.
It is electric in this arena tonight, and the team is vibing. Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
And for that matchup with the Raptors, although they appear to be the better team, they can't get caught up thinking that. You know, that's when you let your guard down.
And in this league, Jet, it seems like upsets happen every week. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Indiana trailing here. Now for an update on Tyus Jones' injury. Let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I had a moment to catch up with Boston's head athletic trainer. He said there's severe pain and swelling near the heel. Classic signs of a strained Achilles. It's a blow to a team that was hoping to turn up the second half of the season. This is a story that we'll be following very closely.
All right, Allie, thanks for the intel.
Yeah, you know, sometimes the hardest part about this situation is just not knowing. At least we have a bit more clarity now.
And the Pacers looking at who they've got. Siakam looking it over. On the wing, Nembhard. Here's Bridges. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Well, I like the ruggedness that Bridges plays with. This guy's a load to stop and really can dig out those rebounds.
Here's Tatum. Hey, Tatum getting it done inside.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Pacers trail by 5. Pass to Bridges. Now here's Siakam. Screen by Bridges. This one for 3. Hauled in by Brown.
Another miss. Not how he wanted to start the second half.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Boston shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Team foul. At the line, D. At the line for 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Good on both. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Pacers trail by 7. Shot from 12. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got rebound number 8 now.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Despite his shooting woes, they're still up. That bodes well if he can somehow get things turned around.
White, the pass to D. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And that's 28 points for D.
They've come out hot this second half, hitting 3 of their first 4 shots.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Nembhard. 6 to shoot. It's good from about 19 feet. Nembhard's got 10 points.
Well, Nembhard can definitely make you pay from the mid-range. The defense has to be better.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Well, the Pacers are moving as one. Coach Rick Carlisle said the thing I love about this team is that we're a true team. We're a group that needs each other. We work at communication. We're collaborative. We make sure our guys have a voice, and we're all in it together. Brian?
They win by committee. Thank you very much for the report, Allie.
Nembhard scoring in a bunch and leaving his fingerprints all over this contest.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Here's Siakam. And it's out of bounds to Indiana. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Clock at 6.
While the defense obviously wasn't there in the first half, it sure is there now.
Tatum finds Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's D. 33 points for him. Here's Tatum. That's bucket number 5. He's 5 for 12 now.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Siakam. Nembhard left side. Soft touch off the glass. Nembhard's got 6 in the quarter.
Working hard in the paint, Nembhard knows you got to bring it down low.
One thing about Andrew Nembhard, you appreciate the passion he plays with, Clark.
Yeah, I love his toughness. I mean, he just is unflappable. He's persistent at the defensive end, plays at his own pace, unafraid of the big moments, makes big plays and shots. I mean, you can see and feel his fire, even though he's not overly demonstrative in how he does what he does.
Here's the 3. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Brown inside. 10 points for him. White on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. D. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
First one falls for him. So he gets them both. Pacers trail by 14. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Nembhard's got 16 points now.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Siakam outside. Pass to Bridges. Now Siakam. To the middle. It's stolen by Tatum. Pass break. Here come the Celtics.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Now here's Nembhard. Defense right on it. Beyond the arc. D pulls it in. Boston leading by 14. To the paint. Here's Sohan. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Well, you know, he may be a bit undersized at the 4, but he makes up for it with his athleticism.
Indiana's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Bridges passes to Nembhard. Shot from 12. Ooh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
He's been excellent in this period. Even though they're down, he's keeping them close.
Now Brown. 10 points for him. Here's D. Sends it home from three-point land. D's got 40 points.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Launches a 3. And that'll be Indiana's ball as it goes out of bounds. Pacers able to keep the possession. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So Indiana ends up going with a new group. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. Taking a look at Boston, they've started strong this year, holding the second-place spot. And, of course, Indiana, quite a bit of space between these two.
Well, for the Celtics, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Throws it up high. Simmons against Ball.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Now here's Simmons. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. And Neesmith gets it to go.
3 points.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
D gets the bucket.
He's lifting up this team with his offensive output. What a big-time quarter for him.
Pass to Shepard. Takes it inside. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Neesmith passes to Simmons. And here's Williamson. 4 on the clock. There's the screen. Three-pointer off the mark. 1:11 left in the third quarter. And there's the drive. And there it is for him. D's got 45 points.
It's obvious they've taken fewer threes here in the second half and are focused on having a more balanced offensive attack.
Pass to Shepard. Fires from deep. Ball with the rebound.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
Here's Francis. Lays it up and in, despite excellent defense. Francis has got 7.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
Ball passes to Tatum. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. To the inside. D gets the bucket. He's got 47 points.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And so it's Boston. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Really mucking it up on defense. Active hands, multiple efforts, forcing turnovers. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served them up.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Francis. From 12 feet. All sorts of time. D gets the bucket. D's got 49 in the game.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
They've got Jaylen Brown. And it's Bona in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Boston 5. Here's Shepard. Just 5 on the clock. Got a hand on it. Pass to D. And it's Brown off the drive. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. Watson, he's checked in for Bona. The Pacers also with a sub. Nimhard's checked in. Indiana shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Pass to Simmons. Inside. And Neesmith gets it to go.
Putting in that work near the block. Neesmith playing winning basketball.
And Ball will bring it up here for the Celtics. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Here's Francis. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny. So development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Siakam outside. Six to shoot. D pulls it in.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Nembhard outside. Siakam outside. Nails it from three.
And for Siakam, that three-point shot not only opens up the floor for himself, but for his teammates as well.
Here's Ball. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Pass to Nembhard. And there's the screen from behind the arc. Watson with the rebound. For Boston, they've gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Brown passes to D. He got it again! Sensational! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Pass to Shepard. Siakam against Brown. On the wing, Nembhard. No good on the three.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Brown passes to D. Screen by Watson. Pass to Francis. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. D gets the bucket.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Now here's Simmons. Here's Shepard. There's Nesmith with the three. Jaylen Brown with a rebound.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
D, the pass to Brown. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Brown's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Siakam against Brown. Can they get it? Siakam, the pass to Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
I think this is what Simmons loves to do more than anything. When he's looking to score, he wants to get all the way to the rack.
Pass to Francis. You know, it seems like there's much more competition at the big man spot than there used to be.
I think a lot of that is due to the way players are developed now, particularly the big guys. They come in now expected to handle the ball and shoot, and they've watched a number of their predecessors do that in the last couple of decades. Teams now want to have 4 or more shooters on the floor to put great pressure on the opposing defense. So where there used to be 2 spots available for big guys, now they're fighting over 1 spot.
Three-pointer, Bridges. D pulls it in. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. To the paint. The kick out to Ball. Just 5 to shoot. White, the pass to D. The three. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. He's guarded by White. Pass to Siakam. Boston pulls it in. Corner's got 9 rebounds now. Here's Gonzalez. Here's D. Connects from downtown. D's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Wow. What can you say?
Well, Indiana shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Pass to Bridges. And here's Siakam. Nembhard for 3. And it's Bona with a rebound.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Gonzalez. He's guarded by Nembhard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Gonzalez passes to D. Here's Gonzalez. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got his 6th rebound on the night. Nembhard outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Siakam, the pass to Nembhard. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Siakam's got 4 assists now tonight.
No hesitation from Nembhard at all, and with good reason. He was on his spot and ready to let it go.
D. No good on the shot.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Bridges, a screen on ball. Nembhard outside. Shot clock at 6. Siakam, no good. Boston has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Celtics.
Simply taking better care of the ball may have made all the difference.
Yeah, and then on the defensive end, they kept the pressure on and forced a number of miscues.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year. And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for D.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Pass to D. To the middle. And Gonzalez gets it to go.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Count it.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's D. Back to ball. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Bridges. So we see the Celtics taking the W here, showing the rest of the Eastern Conference what kind of team they're going to be this year.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do in the semifinals. The NBA Cup has a way of humbling teams.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. We'll see you later.
10,000 fans will receive their very own Celtics Dead Team T-shirt. A fun way to show off how much you love the Celtics. The National Basketball Association and the Boston Celtics committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court and interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to rejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest church, securities, or real estate number. We want your financing agreement to be enrolled.
It's warming up. Beautiful afternoon on the Strip. Nothing like Las Vegas, Nevada. Hi and good evening, everyone. We've got an NBA Cup semifinal for you tonight in the East. And a ton is on the line. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, yr4. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at the Celtics. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And checking out Miami, sitting directly below them, just one spot down.
And seeing where the Heat are, they've got their sights set pretty darn high right now. After what they've done this season, their goal is nothing short of a title.
Well, no one has been surprised by their dominance. Now they will try to take this momentum into the postseason.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Adebayo. Max Christie out there with Jokic Jonas. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Holton in at the small forward position. And for Boston, dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Lonzo Ball out there with D. And it's Sohan in at the center, locking down the middle. Well, we've made it through 2 rounds of the NBA Cup. And the stakes just keep rising.
Kevin, once you get to single elimination, there's no room for error. You have 2 Eastern Conference heavyweights going at it. I think this game could come down to the wire.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Here's Jokic Jonas. Pass to Holton. 4 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. They get it back. Capella with the bucket.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Brown. It's sold by Adebayo. First quarter, just over a minute played. The shot by Jokic Jonas, no good. Sweet move. And it's D missing.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Pass to Holton. Now, here's Capella. Here's Jokic Jonas. He's covered by Ball. The shot by Jokic Jonas, no good. D passes to Brown. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And far from just a perimeter scorer, Brown also adept at finishing in close.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Now here's Tatum. Last game he had 13. Here's D. Sohan inside. Capella's there. A nice shot by Sohan.
Red hot out of the gates. Keep it rolling.
Pass to Capella. Here's Christie. Here's Holton. Connects from three-point range. Holton's got his second basket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
And it's D missing. Miami's on 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Now Christie. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Jokic Jonas' shot is good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now we'll hear from yr4, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Back to you, Kevin.
And Allie, thanks so much. Stolen by Ball. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Yeah, Ball just really good at running in transition. Smart at knowing where to sprint to in the open floor.
Miami's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to Adebayo. Over Tatum. The shot by Adebayo, no good. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Hey, Gray, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
Here's Tatum. The Heat getting the buck. Knocks down the 3-ball. Tatum's got 5 now.
You expect Tatum to be around that 40% mark from deep. Very reliable from 3.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's D. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Ball. It's stolen by Adebayo. Over Tatum. And the baseline jumper, no good.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the 3s are easier for players to get.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against Indiana. Into the lane. The shot's good from Christie.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
To the wing on the left. Ball, the pass to Brown. Pass to D. 6 on the shot clock, and it's Ball in the corner. For 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
And if you want to see how well coached a team is, just look at their efficiency on offense. That's a testament to great coaching.
So both teams making some changes here. And a chance here now to take a look at the teams that are tops in the league in scoring points off turnovers. The Celtics second.
They're so aware defensively. I mean, an opportunistic group. And
points a game. Some changes for Boston. Bonus checked in, and it's D in for Tatum. Celtics trail by 9. Pass to D. Here's Francis. From outside the arc. Another 3 that time. A beautiful shot from D. D's got 7 points.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Wiggins. Again, the Heat, good for 2.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
1:41 left here in the first quarter. Brown outside. Oh, good on the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And here is Hero. What a tremendous game he played against Cleveland. No coverage that time. And now an 11-point Heat lead.
And really setting the tone early with their 3-point shooting.
There's a screen. Outside White. Francis passes to Brown. Here's Bona. He's defended by Ware. Pass to D. It's rebounded by Jovic.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Hero. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Sam Hauser's checked in for Brown. Yaka Jonas is checked in for Miami. That's good from Hero. Last year marked the first All-Star appearance for Tyler Hero. Tim, he clearly is the pride in Milwaukee, one of the great high school players from that area.
Well, Kevin, he has finally put it all together and taken his game to the next level. Not just scoring, but also creating.
Right side, White. And it's good. The time running down in the shot clock.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Here's Hero. And the shot goes in. Hero's got his third bucket of the night.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Heat out front. They lead by 14. We've got more in store for you right after this. Welcome back to the NBA Cup semifinal. Second quarter action getting underway. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
It's what the league looks like these days, but it's not always easy to pull off and execute it.
We've got D. He's out there with White. And it's Bona in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Down low. And it's D missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Step back shot. No good off the back of the rim. Celtics trail by 17. Over to the left wing. 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. A fantastic stretch this group has strung together. 8 wins and counting.
And we're seeing just how good this team is when they're firing on all cylinders. The way they're rolling right now, this winning streak could go on for a while.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Hero. For the 3. Francis grabs the board. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hi, guys. Well, Dino last time out against Indiana was simply terrific. He dropped 56 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. And he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Allie, we appreciate the update. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Wow, he just got up there so easily. Wiggins is still a top-level athlete.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Gonzalez, he's checked in for the Celtics. Lonzo Ball comes in for Derek White. Here's Francis. Hasn't made one yet. And it's Ball in the corner. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Pass to Wiggins. Here's Walter. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's Ware. Launches a three. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
Inside, Bona, and he drops in the way up off the glass.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The Heat leading by 11, and Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And, GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
Brown, he's checked in for the Celtics. Pass to Hero. From deep. Rebound, Boston. Bona's got his 4th rebound in this one. Boston's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And it's D missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Shot's good by Hero. Hero's got 5 points now this quarter.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Here's D. He's got 13. And the layup's good off the glass. D's got 15 points.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that
way. Here's Jokic Jonas. Last game out, he had 14. Where? Good.
If he gets any daylight out there, he is capable of knocking that shot down.
Celtics trail by 14. Here's D. And it's Miami with the rebound. Ware's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Hero kicks to Ware. From 15 feet away. And another basket for Miami.
Oh, great job moving the rock by Hero. Not a ball stopper. Tyler is a team player.
Pass to D. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 18.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
Now, Hero. Defense is right there. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
First one falls for. And the Celtics making a change here. Tatum's checked in. The Heat also changing it up. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Khalil Ware. And it's Max Christie in for Tyler Hero. He hits both from the strike. Tim, the NBA is always changing, but any predictions for the league that you kind of feel we're going to see around the corner?
Yeah, Kevin, I just think the influx and the impact of international players is going to be even stronger going forward. I think a lot of guys have seen the success that those players have had in the NBA, and hopefully it inspires even more great players internationally to want to play this great game.
And for a short time, you played overseas. You saw a lot of them firsthand.
I sure did, and I was in France well before the French influx really hit this league, but I knew then that was the goal.
Here's Adebayo. It's good. Adebayo's got his second bucket.
And Adebayo will not shy away from the physicality in this game. He actually welcomes the contact on his way to the rim.
Here's D. Buries the long-range jumper.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Here's Jokic Jonas. He's covered by Ball. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Well, he's raising the stakes here in the second quarter and being more efficient in the process.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Here's D. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night. Pass to Christie. Beyond the arc. That one will not drop. It's his first miss. He's 4 for 5. Here's D. Celtics passing it around. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Heat.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
Heroes checked in for Miami. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Back to Christie. Capella, the pass to Christie. And it's in there. And the Heat lead by 10.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
Miami's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Hero against Ball. Excellent D there from Ball. Celtics have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Outside, Adebayo. Pass to Holton. Fires for 3. The rebound by D.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
Here's Holton. Covered by D. Holton, no good. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Ball against Hero. Adebayo with a screen on Ball. Ball against Hero. Pass to Holton. There's the triple. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Well, a couple made threes in the first quarter, and he's not slowing down after drilling another one.
Here's D. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. 31 points for D.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And so it's the Miami Heat with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings. Some heated conference races going on right now.
Ernie, you're always heated about something.
I don't get heated, Shaq. I go with the flow, man.
See, Ernie, that's what makes it so easy to work with you. When Shaq's all worked up, you're the voice of reason.
All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for the Boston Celtics.
Oh, this is why I love the NBA Cup. Ernie, you know what I mean? I mean, these semifinal games, they feel like playoff games.
Yeah, the battle for the East has been intense.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And halftime is come and gone, and the second half of the NBA Cup semifinal is here. We're seeing tremendous gameplay from D.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
And here are the Heat now. 17 points was their biggest margin. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Yaka Jonas is out there with Max Christie. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Holton in at the small forward.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back over to you, Kevin.
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. You know, the Heat play in a clamor market, but Tim Adebayo's game is all about substance.
Well, he has been the heart and soul of this team for a long time. A former mid-first-round pick, and he has turned himself into an all-star.
Christie the pass to Holton. Heat moving the ball around. The three drills the three-pointer. Holton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And even when Tatum isn't the shooter, he's dangerous. He can set others up to finish the job.
Capella finds Christie. Here's Holton. No good from outside. Celtics trail by 6 to the inside. And that one is hammered home.
Well, if you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
Miami with the ball. Here's Yaka Jonas. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. D passes to Sohan. Here's D. 33 points for him. Brown outside. Cash money. Brown with the train.
Whatever they said at halftime, it is working. They look super confident out there.
Christie the pass to Adebayo. Here's Yaka Jonas. Shoots the three. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
And you look at D. He'll have a spot in the contest if he can hang out of the number 4 spot in the voting. And with his skills, you know he'll have a shot to win it if he can make it in.
He's going to have a great shot. And Kevin, he's going to give it everything he's got if he can make it into the contest. I bet his dunks have some serious thought being put into it.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
Adebayo against Tatum. Adebayo with a screen for Christie. Floats it up for Adebayo. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Clint Capella.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And here's Boston. They're on a 12-3 run. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Outside, ball. There's Brown with the three. Christie with the rebound.
Well, he's not having as much success shooting the ball early as he wanted, but so far, it's not hurting their team performance.
First team foul.
Pass to Holton. Here's Christie, guarded by D. On D, Adebayo.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
D passes to Tatum. Emphatic finish by Tatum.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, they've shown great determination, and that speaks to the overall character of this team.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
And let's take a look at some numbers for D. First in scoring, and he's also ranked second in assists. Needless to say, an elite playmaker.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number one overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Right side, Adebayo. Adebayo the screen. And just miss after miss right now.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
And it's Sohan missing.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Pass to D. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And legs from going undrafted to becoming a three-point contest champion, you had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
Boston making a switch here. White's checked in. The Heat also changing it up. Khalil Ware comes in for Clint Capella. And Hero subbed in for Max Christie. Both shots good from a strike. Here's Hero. He's got 13. Pass to Holton. Back to Hero. And the call will be against D. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Holton passes to Hero. For the tie.
And they aren't giving up the same types of looks we saw in the first half, making them earn their points now.
Here's Brown. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Second team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Jaylen Brown. At the line with one shot.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With the Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Tatum passes to Brown. And it's off from three-point range. The Heat trail by 6, and a wide-open look for Hero. Misses the 3. Pass to Tatum. Now here's White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's D. It's good. D's got the lead up to 8 now for the Celtics.
He's been carrying the load on offense in this one, and he might as well keep looking for his shot the way he's been going.
Left side, Adebayo. Pass to Jonas. Outside Hero. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, those are the instincts of a pure scorer. Tyler Hero is going to get to his number, whether it's from the field or from the line.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Boston.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And we should also mention their work on the perimeter. They have found quality looks from deep, and they have knocked them down.
And Hero drops them both.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Outside Tatum. Three-pointer. A 3 from Tatum.
And I tell you what, Tatum is proving to be an all-around scorer of the basketball. He can do it all.
Pass to Ware with the shot. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. To the left side wing. Outside White. Here's Sohan. Just 5 to shoot. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Outside Hero. Pass to Ware. The tray. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brown's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Tatum, that's for 2, and another basket for Boston.
He has yet to miss a single shot. What a night he's having.
The Heat trail by 11. Now, Hero. He's got 15. Lets it go. And again, it's the Heat missing. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Sohan inside. He's defended by Ware. 6 to shoot. Tatum no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Walter. Here's Holton. He's got 20. Off the mark, and the drop continues.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Yep, it counts. D's got 39.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Now Hero. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. He lobs it up, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hero.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And so it's Boston looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
Trust each other. Let's get that ball moving. Right? Ball moving. No holds. No holds. Right?
Well, moving the ball is so important. Celtics leading by 18. Jason Tatum is out there with Jeremy Sohan. Then it's D, then it's Ball, and it's Francis in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Boston 5. And it's Sohan missing. Miami's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
Well, Adebayo is always a threat to dunk it. He's light on his feet and extremely explosive.
Here's Tatum. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
Pass to Jonas. Off target from three-point range.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Here's Holton. Back to Hero. Pass to Wiggins. Here's Holton. Shot clock at 6. Offline with his 3. Here's D. And the dunk by Tatum.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
Here's Jonas. Nice form on the 20-footer. Celtics leading by 20. Pass to Francis. The Celtics working the ball around now. Hero against Ball. Three-pointer. And it's Miami with the rebound. In the corner, it's Wiggins. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Heat. Christie comes in for Hero. And here's Tatum for 3. Jonas grabs the rebound. Here's Christie. Pass to Holton. Here's Jonas. He's covered by Ball. Here's D. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Yeah, and Ball is an incredibly gifted passer. Just excels at getting his guys going.
Here's Jonas. He's looking for Sohan and finds him. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. And here's Brown outside. It's hauled in by the Heat. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Adebayo the screen. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Well, that's why you get Adebayo involved in screen and rolls. He really knows how to execute that.
Outside Brown for 3. Christie there for the rebound.
It's just not his night from the 3. But this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
Stolen by Ball. Here's D, defended by Christie. Cleared away by Capella. The Heat trail by 18. Here's Jonas. Stolen by Ball. Fires the 3. And that's good for 3 points. A shot from D. D's got 15 points in just the second half. And he gets it to go.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Tatum with it. Over Adebayo. Tatum no good. Pass to Christie. Now here's Adebayo. Adebayo the screen. To the paint. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Celtics.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for D.
Yeah, no doubt. He was the most impactful player for their offense tonight.
The long shot, no good. So it's the Celtics now. 22 is their biggest lead. Tatum outside. Here's D. Launches it. Nailed from three-point land. D's got 49 points in the game. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Yaka Jonas. Lets it go from the wing. Rebounded by Tatum. Here's D. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They've moved their way through the east side of the bracket and are headed for the final game of the NBA Cup.
Yeah, just one game. Winner takes all. You know they're going to be bringing that competitive fire. They want to be the ones hoisting that cup.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. See you next time.